Hey everyone, I'm Danielle DeLate and you're watching The Buzz. On today's show, we're at the celebrity screening of DreamWorks' new animated movie, The Bad Guys. In our artist spotlight, we have the legendary Crystal Lewis, who just released a single with Tori Kelly, and we are backstage at the American Song Contest where we talk to Week 5 contestants. It's going to be a full show, so let's get started.
What's up? This is Cisco. Let's get buzzed.
First up, we're in downtown Los Angeles where we talk to some of the actors of the Bad Guys movie.
Hey, you! Get over here. Oh, I know what it is. You're afraid because I'm the big bad wolf.
After a lifetime of legendary heists, notorious criminals Mr. Wolf, Mr. Snake, Mr. Piranha, Mr. Shark, and Miss Tarantula are finally caught. So, to avoid a prison sentence, the outlaws must pull off their most challenging con yet, becoming model citizens. Under the tutelage of their mentor, Professor Marmalade, the dubious gang sets out to fool the world that they're turning good.
So you're a tough guy, like a really rough guy.
That is an animal testing lab with helpless guinea pigs.
I'll rescue them.
You've never volunteered for anything.
Oh.
What's up, everyone? I'm Madison Brodsky in downtown Los Angeles for the premiere of Bad Guys. We're talking to the cast today to find out what their naughtiest moments are. I love how the public reacts when the bad guys are out in public and going around. They're terrified. What's the best reactions fans have had to you when you're out and about?
Well, my fans are sort of like surprised that I'm doing like that. I think they think that the snake is probably the right one for me to do. And I think there's a lot of people that aren't necessarily animation people that are like, I guess I'm seeing this. So, but no one's been real freaked out about it. Most people have been okay.
All right, so can we talk about the farting in the movie, because that was a problem.
It's yeah. He farts when he's nervous all the time. Somebody asked me today, they were like, "Yo, do you fart when you're nervous?" I was like, "I don't know. I probably have. I'm sure." But
I mean, did you have to do that as the voice actor? Did you have to make the fart sound?
no, but I had to like make a face when I was like, so after he like, they'd be like, "Okay, can you make different noises after the fart comes out? Can you make like a grunting sound or?" So I had to, it was adventurous to say the least.
Mr. Piranha is an interesting character because he's very hot-headed, but at the same time, he just loves life and he's enjoying it to the fullest. Can you relate to that in any point in your career?
I've definitely had moments where you get moments of frustration, but yeah, I think he's super sweet at heart. You know, he's like, he just loves his team. He loves his friends. He's down for them. He's always down to jump in and get active. But he's also like the first one to crack a joke, and he's gullible, and he just loves it all. And I think I relate to Piranha in that way.
Absolutely. This film is all about acceptance at the end of the day. Why is that so important for kids to learn in the day and age that we're living in?
Oh, well, I think because things in general are quite binary right now, I think, in how a lot of people see the world, and really there's a lot more gray in everything, and I think acceptance comes with that, of accepting all of somebody and seeing context for people. I think it's hard with online and the internet to see context, and so overall I think empathy and being open and seeing where people come from and why they come from that is very important.
Right. Okay, so I love the message that this film is sending about acceptance and not judging a book by its cover. Why is that so important for kids to learn these days?
What a good question. I'm going to think about that. Well, I think especially lately, COVID, everyone's been so separated, and people have missed out on the experience of meeting other people and have sort of reverted into what they see on television and what they see on social media. And I think this is a really nice way to welcome people back into looking underneath.
Absolutely. There's so many funny, hysterical, cultural moments that you added in here. Is there one that's a favorite of yours that you still are laughing at?
I like cultural moments. this guy, Mr. Snake, a lot. I think watching Craig Robinson as Mr. Shark going through all his disguises is something that makes us laugh every single time, and we just don't get sick of it. I think people are going to love it any age.
You were terrific as Tiffany. Could you ever see yourself stepping into that kind of career on that side of the camera?
Oh, you know what? I don't know if I would be very good at it. I don't know if I could follow a teleprompter correctly because I would always want to add my own pizzazz. I would always want to make this news story my own. And if I disagreed with the prompter, I would never listen to it. So if that makes me a good reporter,
I think it does. Nobody wants a talking head anymore.
Perfect, exactly. If you wanted a lot of flair and over-the-top energy, sign me up.
Yeah, I'm totally down for that. I mean, I love how the public reacts to all the bad guys in the film. What is the craziest story that you have, I guess I should ask, of you walking around in public and people reacting to you and seeing you out there?
Oh my God, there's so many things. I've been approached in a McDonald's and proposed to once. In a McDonald's with fries. It was amazing. What's better than that?
Was that a yes?
He was holding fries, so yes, we're married. No, but I'm trying to think of what stories about me. I mean, I do a lot of really wacky things. Early in my career, I would shoot videos in public places. So people have seen me do a lot of weird things. There's no shortage of that.
And the film's ultimately all about acceptance. Why is that so important for kids to learn these days?
I think it's not only important for kids. I think it's important for everyone to learn. I think it is such a timely movie with how we think of people and who gets to label people good and bad and who makes those decisions. And I think it's so timely with everything happening in the world and where we get our news from and the ideas we so easily form. I want everyone to question how and why.
Come on, Snake, open up.
Relax. These doors are complicated. Snake!
Are you kidding me?
We're supposed to save them, not eat them.
Well, I'd say they've gone to a better place.
I'm the bad guy.
The Bad Guys are in theatres this week, so please check it out. After the break, we'll be back to talk to some of the singers competing in the American Song Contest Week 5. We'll be back after this. We've been back here for the last few weeks to talk to some of the state's standout artists that are competing for the Best Original Song. The semi-finals are coming up quickly, but not before these 11 artists have had their chance to take to the stage. Let's take a look.
Don't belong here. Could have been simple, but I couldn't take a step out that door. Couldn't tell you that I wanted more.
But you've also been on the Songland, right?
Yeah.
So why go on another reality show?
You know, when I got the call, I was like, I can't believe this is happening again. This opportunity is being brought back up. But yeah, sign me up. Fly me out. I'm ready to go.
Obviously, that means you have a good experience with the reality TV shows.
Yes. I mean, I know this might sound a little weird, but I love to be on TV. I model. I love the camera. So, I mean, it's great.
You're born to do this.
I don't want to sound weird, but I like the attention. It's fun.
Yeah.
Because my day job is very boring. So I love when this stuff comes to us an opportunity.
Yeah. Talk to me a little bit about what went in with the songwriting process.
So it's a true story. I wrote it like a month ago, and when I went into the writing room, my producer actually brought in a voice memo, and he was like, hey, I'm just gonna hum this, and then you wanna work on this? And I was like, yeah, and then it ended up me writing a true story about a breakup that I recently had.
Sometimes the best music comes through breakups and pain.
Right. Yeah.
Your performance was incredible. I love how you showed off your voice, your vocal range, you played the piano incredibly, but you also had some moves as well, and you jumped up on the piano. That was awesome. What went into the creative direction for this evening? Did that mainly come from you?
It was a joint effort. You know, I had a couple of points that I really wanted to hit. One of them was getting up on the piano and playing the piano with my foot. They actually tried to stop me from doing it because I was scuffing up the piano. And they were like, but do you have to do it with your foot? Because you're leaving marks. I'm like, yes, I have to do it with my foot. That's part of it.
I'm on national TV. We've got to make this happen.
I'm play it with my foot.
Yeah.
But so it was fun. It was a joint effort, and there was a lot of different things that we thought of At one point, I was going to bungee jump down from the ceiling. I think for health risks and hazards, that one didn't end up happening. But it was really fun to be on that big stage and perform for everybody.
Oh, I could just feel the love that you have for entertaining on the stage. It really connected through the TV with me.
Thank you.
So you're on American Song Contest, representing California, performing in Los Angeles. I feel like there's levels to this.
There is.
Yes.
There is.
How did it feel up there?
Incredible. We got off the stage and we all looked at each other and we started crying because it was just an unreal moment to be here in Los Angeles with all of our family in the crowd performing on behalf of all of California and the Latina community.
Yes.
Like, it was just unreal, and that is something we're going to remember for the rest of our careers.
You know, we love Snoop. He's one of like my favorite artists. We all grew up listening to him. So for him to be right there on stage watching us and saying he's proud of us, I mean, we love you, Snoop.
Talk to me about the song choice and how that came about, and also the inspiration behind the song.
Yeah. Okay, so it's called Keys to the Kingdom. It's mainly about confidence. It's about moving your body, loving yourself, getting up and dancing, no matter what shapes, what sizes, what height you are. You better love yourself. You better get up and feel sexy and be the queen that you are, because we represent woman empowerment all the way.
Look at your tattoos and your rings.
Oh yeah, these are all stick-on.
Oh, yeah. The best stick-on tattoos I have ever seen. Yes, yeah. How did it feel up there this evening?
Oh, it was good. I just treated it like any other performance, so I think I accomplished exactly what I intended to do. Thanks.
You did a great show this evening. Congratulations. What went into the songwriting and song choice for this evening?
The songwriting, I started writing it when I was living in Nashville, and then when I got back to Idaho, I had finished it, so it was just kind of a stream of consciousness kind of thing. That's usually how I write. I started with the song title. It was just a hook that was stuck in my head, so I started writing that song about kind of my adventures and my navigations through life in general, and just to trust my process and, know that I'm in some good hands.
You're so at home on the purple carpet and on stage. I love that.
I'm gonna take my house shoes off right now. I got house shoes on. Can you get those? Nah. You better get those house shoes.
Yeah.
I'm just at home.
You are.
Yeah.
I feel like you're living the best life ever, and you're just enjoying every moment.
I mean, we have to, right? We could die tomorrow, sis. So you feel me?
Yeah.
We have to live our best life ever. I feel like nowadays people take things too serious. Stop being so serious and go enjoy yourself. Open up the window, go outside.
Yeah. Or sing on national TV.
Or sing on national TV and vote for me.
Yes. Pick up the phone and vote.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
So tell me a little bit about this journey and what it's been like for you from when you found out you were going to be on American Song Contest.
Oh man, right when I found out that I was going to be on American Song Contest, I had just buried my brother. And so,
sorry to hear that. My condolences.
Thank you. But talk about a transition, though, right? So that's why I have so much to smile about. It's because I feel him through heaven. Like, I feel his aura. Like, I feel him through me. That's why the song that I wrote, if you listen to the lyrics, it's all about that. Like, cheers to the ones that we got and blessed by the ones. You know what I mean? Blessed by them. We're so blessed by them, And, this experience is crazy.
Like, you've had such an incredible career, Drew Hill. Then you've got the Thong song, which has been, it's one of the best singles or most memorable singles and most successful singles out there.
I heard it was number 2 to be played for the next 100 years. I was like, I don't remember what number 1 was. Maybe it was the national anthem in the Maryland area.
Yeah, that's incredible. So why come on American Song Contest?
Actually, as an artist, I welcome the challenge. You look for more challenges as you get to different plateaus in your career. And initially, I was like, wait. So, I'm an established artist. You want me to go against new artists? But then I saw how many TikTok followers they had, and I was like, wait a minute, this really isn't fair. Not fair to me. But to all jokes aside, with this show, American Song Contest, I thought it was a great opportunity to have like an even playing field. A lot of people don't realize, and I've said this many times, when you're an established artist, you go on stage, half the work is done because people that pay to see you, they already know your music. So, you could basically like go out there, hold the microphone out, the crowd can, just sing along. But with this show, the challenge was that everybody's singing a brand new song, and you had to, get the crowd to feel it without knowing it first. And I jumped to that opportunity as an artist, as a songwriter. I was like, bruh, this is awesome. This is something I haven't done before, and I would love to do it again. It's almost like being a brand new artist all over again.
We'll be back with more of tonight's performers at the American Song Contest. It's on Mondays at 8 p.m. on NBC, so make sure you check your local listings. After the break, we talk to singer Crystal Lewis in our Artist Spotlight and bring you more backstage from the American Song Contest. Don't go anywhere.
Call it all the time.
Hi, I'm Crystal Lewis. I'm a singer, songwriter, multi-Grammy nominee. I make music for a living.
Baby, you got my number. Call it all the time. You know just how to use it to get me.
I was in the industry for quite a while before things sort of took off for me. I think the first thing that I did that was a highly recognizable thing was Lean on Me with Kirk Franklin, and that was in 1998, 99, and I released my first record in 1987. So I'd been around a little while, but it was Lean on Me with Kirk that really sort of. I think initially it was during COVID. I had written a couple of songs just for fun, not with the intent of putting them on a specific project. And then I created music videos for them as well by myself, because I was by myself, as we all, or so many of us were. And so from that creative process of just the enjoyment of creating for creating's sake instead of with some big project in mind, I just would just write kind of randomly. And one thing that really came to life for me was during right kind of mid-2020, through all the racial chaos that was happening, all the riots here in LA and all over the country, and all of the political divide, and it just was terrifying for so many of us, in addition to this global pandemic we're all trying to survive through. And I had an interaction with a handful of friends, and this idea of Together We Can came about, and I wrote a song. It was sort of my response to all of what we were seeing playing out in our world. And I thought, well, I don't want to sing this by myself. It's a song about unity. It's a song about equality. It's a song about justice. This doesn't seem like something that I should be doing alone. And so I called these friends that I had had this conversation with, who are all three Broadway veterans and just amazing vocalists and beautiful humans. And they said, oh my gosh, yes, when can we do it? And I said, well, I literally just wrote it on paper. There's nothing to do just yet. But that really kind of sparked this idea. What about a project that all of the songs were interactions and collaborative efforts with other artists instead of just me? So it's not something I've ever done before, having done so many things. I hadn't done this before. And so maybe it was partly the isolation during the pandemic as well, that there was just this desire to connect, and that just sort of snowballed into writing a bunch of songs that I could sing with my friends.
When I was young, I had dreams. I think of things I'd not like to do but be when I was grown.
Band-wise, musically, for this record, I used the same guys that I've been playing live with for the last 3 or 4 years. So that was a no-brainer. Love these fellas so much. They're incredible. As far as the artists that I pulled in, it couldn't be a more diverse group of people, which is what I wanted. It all stemmed out of that idea of Together We Can, and that inclusivity situation, and wanting to make sure that I wasn't being hypocritical about, oh, together, yes, let's all do this together, except for you. I don't want, I didn't want to be that. And so I really wanted to choose people that number one, I love to listen to. Like, I love every voice on this record. I am so proud to be singing with them and next to them and have their contribution. Each of them also happens to be a friend, varying degrees of, levels of friendship, but there are no acquaintances on this record. These are people that I can text, call, have lunch with, invite over at any time. And we don't all 100% line up in terms of, our beliefs on any level. And I wanted that too. I wanted to show this idea of unity tangibly somehow. So April 15th is the date that the single called She Was Here with Tori Kelly comes out. So that's the final single before the album releases, which is May 13th. So album release date is May 13th. The Crystal Lewis on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, soon to be on TikTok. Let's just say that. Let's say that. Hi, my name's Crystal Lewis, and you've just been buzzed.
That's all we have. Special thanks to Crystal Lewis, the cast of The Bad Guys, NBC, and the American Song Contest. Don't forget to like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and double tap us on Instagram, all at buzz_access. But before we go, we talk to more of tonight's performers from American Song Contest. I'm Danielle DeLate, and I'll be back at you like a boomerang. Congratulations on your performance this evening. How did it feel out there?
It was really nerve-wracking, but it was amazing. Everyone's so supportive, so I'm really ecstatic.
And how's the journey been so far with American Song Contest? How did they discover you?
I didn't even remember submitting for this show, and they called me months later, and they were like, hey, you want to do the show? And I was like, absolutely. Of course I want to do the show. And so it's been a really long ride, but I'm so grateful that I did it.
And talk to me a little bit about the song and why you chose that song to perform this evening.
I felt like Natalie was a really intimate song, but still had a young feel for me. And being 17, I want to make sure that I'm still representing that youthful side of myself. And I just felt like it was a good song to connect to people my age. But also, I thought it was universal too, in a way. And everyone can relate to that time in their lives when they were younger. And so that's why I chose it.
It's kind of wild. So my manager, I think, had a friend that worked on The Voice, and she was like, hey, you should, he told her about me and as a new artist that he had started working with. She was like, you should pursue this new show that's coming up. So he kind of, I don't really even know how it all happened. He just was like, hey, you want to be on this show? I was like, sure.
Okay, and here we are now. Now you're on the purple carpet after you've performed.
Yeah, I'm very blessed, very blessed.
Look, it's a party on the purple carpet.
Yeah, that's the squad right there. That's the squad.
Like you're going to start rapping, and it's just going to be a big party.
Oh, we do. There's the sisters right there. So hey, if they kick the beat, I had to let the bars go. You know what I'm saying?
You should collab.
Oh, that's definitely in the works. We're gonna make that happen. Yeah, we got some awards to win and some lives to change through music. So that's definitely gonna go down for sure.
Okay, so you're on stage there, rapping, representing your state and everything, but you're rapping in front of one of the best rappers of all time, Snoop Dogg. What is that like? What's the pressure like with that?
I look at it like, hey, he's one of the forefathers of the hip-hop sound who pushed it forward. So, to be able to go to the person who ultimately made it what it was today, or was a part of that, it's awesome. It's like, hey, look what you taught somebody in New Mexico. This is your little offspring, you know what I'm saying? So it was cool. I just wanted to show him, hey, your music translated all the way down to some little kid in 2022 who's out here performing. You never know where your music leads to or who it inspires, from what era.
And then to come kind of full circle and for you to perform in front of him, that's pretty...
Yeah, it's pretty amazing. Honestly, it's pretty amazing. I grew up listening to him. I could recite many verses, many songs, and it's just amazing, some people compare it to if you met Bach, that's my modern day Bach, you know what I'm saying, the hip hop world, and Mozart and that, Snoop Dogg and Death Row and them, they made a landscape and they made a formula that if a true pioneer of music, you understand that it's very intricate and very special to the world, so that's something that is very special to the craft. You gotta hold on.
Tell me a little bit about the song and what went into the songwriting and also the decision process of performing this song.
Yeah, so the song is called Midnight. I wrote it about, the setting of the song for the writing part was more of playing as a musician, playing late at night, and then trying to make it home before your other half falls asleep. You know, it's like the main line is "I'll be over by midnight." It's kind of like an idea of like rushing and racing home to like be there before she falls asleep.
Cool. And what else? You say you're touring as well. So where are you about you touring at the moment?
I should have a few shows lined up in Guam actually after this, and then a few shows, maybe a tour or so with Tanel for American Samoa. Yeah, you know, we both play reggae music, so it'd be good to link up for another tour again.
Congratulations on this evening. You should be really proud of yourself. Thank you. That's good. How did it feel out there tonight on stage?
It was a dream come true. It really was. It's been a whole week of just summer camp, making this new family, hanging out with all these great, hungry artists, and then to get to go to the show and my family's there. We're all just like, everybody finishes and they come through and we're just hugging and loving each other. I mean, it was just such a love fest.
I love that the whole atmosphere and the energy in the show is really positive and encouraging, and that's awesome to hear.
Yeah, I mean, you know, going into it, I'm like, oh, is this going to be like Mean Girls? And everybody's just like, you know, breaking ankles and stuff. But no, it was like everyone, it was so supportive. Everybody just backing each other up, learning each other's songs and doing TikToks together. It was, I would do this every single week. I want to take it on tour. Just saying.
That'd be a cool American Song Contest tour around the North America.
I would, around the world. Fill it up again. Take us everywhere.
You're like, why is she thinking little? Let's go worldwide.
Let's go everywhere. I can sing for everybody.
Tell me a little bit about the creative direction for tonight's performance, and did that come from you? Do you work with a team?
When you say creative direction, what do you mean specifically?
Performance-wise.
Like the stage setup and everything? I mean, shout out to those guys. Like that was their vision. And when I looked at it, I was, oh, yeah, okay, let's do that. That's brilliant. And for me, like, I think it was the perfect balance of lights and flash. I didn't want too much. I didn't want it to get in the way of what I came to do, of my voice, of my performance, you know. I thought it was perfect.
And then how did you come to the decision of choosing that song for this performance this evening?
I mean, it was, in a way, it was kind of tailor-made for this, you know? Like, I think we all understand that feeling of the ups and the downs, especially in this past couple of years. I felt it was just a perfect song for this. You know, I've got a lot of songs, but this one just felt right.
Yeah, I love that. Congratulations.
For more stories and extended clips, go to thebuzzallaccess.com. I'm Trey Rich, and you've just been buzzed.